Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you something honest. Have you ever felt tired of trying? Have you ever felt like giving up on yourself, even though you did your best? If yes, you are not alone. Many good people feel this way. And here is a strong truth you must remember. Many people don't fail because they are weak. They fail because they stop believing in themselves. Today's lesson is not just about motivation. It is about understanding why you feel this way. And more importantly, it is about learning how to continue when you feel tired, confused, or stuck. Stay with me till the end, because one idea in this video can quietly bring your belief back. Chapter 1. Why we start giving up on ourselves. Giving up on yourself does not happen in one day. It happens slowly, quietly, without noise. At the beginning, you have hope. You start something new. You feel motivated. You believe this time will be different. But then life starts testing you. Things do not go as planned. Results come late. Effort feels invisible. And slowly, without realizing it, your belief starts getting tired. This is how giving up begins. Not with failure, but with exhaustion. One of the biggest reasons people give up on themselves is repeated failure. When you fail once, it hurts. When you fail again, it hurts more. And when failure happens many times, something dangerous starts happening inside your mind. You stop saying, "I failed." You start saying, "I am a failure." This small change in language is very powerful. Failure becomes personal. You start thinking, maybe I am not good enough. Maybe this is not for me. Maybe I should stop trying. But listen carefully. Failure is not proof that you are weak. Failure is proof that you tried. Strong people learn this slowly. Weak belief makes people quit early, not lack of ability. Another reason we give up on ourselves is comparison. We look at other people and we feel behind. They look confident. They look successful. They look happy. But we only see their results, not their struggles. We compare their best moments with our hardest days. This comparison quietly destroys confidence. We start thinking everyone is better than me. I am too late. I missed my chance. Comparison does not inspire. It freezes. It makes us forget our own journey. Everyone has a different timeline, but comparison makes us feel like we are already losing. Then there is the most dangerous reason of all: negative self-talk. This is the voice inside your head. It talks to you every day. It says things like, "You are lazy. You always fail. You never finish anything." At first, it sounds like honesty, but in reality, it is just repetition. When you hear the same negative words again and again, your brain starts believing them. And when the brain believes something, actions change. Energy drops. Effort feels useless. Slowly, you stop trying. This is how people give up on themselves without even noticing. Lack of patience is another silent enemy. Many people believe that change should be fast, results should be quick, progress should be clear. When this does not happen, they feel disappointed. They think, nothing is changing. But real growth is slow, very slow. Strong people understand this. Weak people quit because they think waiting means failing. But waiting is not wasting time. Waiting while working is building strength. Just because you cannot see progress does not mean nothing is happening. Emotional exhaustion also plays a big role. Trying every day is not easy. When you are physically tired, rest helps. But when you are emotionally tired, quitting feels attractive. You say, "I am done. I cannot do this anymore." But most of the time, this is not truth. This is tiredness speaking. Many people do not need to quit. They need rest, clarity, and kindness toward themselves. Giving up feels like relief, but it is often just escape from emotional pain. Another reason we give up is that we forget how far we have already come. We focus only on what is missing. We forget how confused we were before. We forget how many problems we survived. We forget the skills we learned. When memory becomes short, hope becomes weak. Hope lives in memory. When you remember your progress, even small progress, belief becomes stronger. Here is an important truth. We do not give up because we are weak. We give up because belief becomes tired. And tired belief needs care, not punishment. Understanding why you feel like giving up is the first step to not giving up. Nothing is wrong with you. You are human. You are learning. And as long as you are still trying, even slowly, your story is not over. Stay with me, because now that you understand why people give up on themselves, the next step is even more important. We need to understand what really happens when we give up on ourselves, and why it is more dangerous than we think. Chapter 2. What really happens when you give up on yourself? Giving up on yourself is not just stopping work. It is much deeper than that. Many people think giving up only affects one goal, one dream, or one situation. But the truth is, when you give up on yourself, it slowly affects your whole life. The damage is quiet, but it is deep. And most people do not realize it until years later. The first thing you lose when you give up on yourself is self-respect. When you stop trying deep inside, you know the truth. You know you did not give your best. You may smile in front of others, but inside there is a heavy feeling. A voice that says, "I could have tried more." This feeling grows slowly. It becomes guilt. And guilt destroys confidence. Confidence cannot live where self-respect is weak. You start doubting your words, your decisions, and even your value. When you give up on yourself, your world becomes smaller. You stop taking chances. You stop speaking up. You stop trying new things. You choose safety over growth. At first, this feels comfortable, but comfort without growth becomes emptiness. Life feels quiet, but not peaceful. Strong people expand their world by trying. Giving up makes life shrink. Fewer risks, fewer dreams, fewer possibilities. Another painful result of giving up is regret. Effort is painful, yes, but regret is much worse. When you quit, you may feel relief for a short time, but later, regret arrives quietly. It comes at night. It comes when you see others moving forward. It comes when you think, "What if I had continued?" Struggle ends one day. Regret can stay for years. Strong people choose struggle. Weak moments choose regret. Giving up also trains your mind to quit. The brain learns from actions. When you quit once, the brain remembers, "This is how we escape pain." The next time something feels difficult, quitting feels easier. Slowly, quitting becomes a habit. And habits shape the future. Strong people build the habit of continuing, even when it is hard. Weak habits create weak futures. One of the most dangerous effects is losing trust in yourself. Trust is built when you keep promises to yourself. When you say, "I will try," and you stop, trust breaks. After that, even when you say, "I will start again," your mind does not believe you. Motivation becomes weak because self-trust is broken. Without self-trust, even good plans fail. When you give up on yourself, life starts controlling you. Other people's opinions become stronger. Fear becomes louder. Circumstances decide your direction. Strong people control their life by continuing. Giving up hands control to fear and chance. And slowly, you forget who you could have become. The saddest part is this: giving up does not mean you are incapable. It means you never discovered your real strength. Potential dies not because it is small, but because effort stopped too early. Giving up on yourself does not remove pain. It only removes possibility. As long as you continue, change is possible. The moment you give up, nothing can change. This is why understanding the cost of giving up is important. Not to scare you, but to wake you up. Because if you are still breathing, if you are still listening, you still have a chance. And now comes the most important question. If giving up causes so much damage, why must we continue even when it hurts? That is what we will talk about next. Chapter 3. Why you must keep going, even when it hurts. There comes a moment in every life when continuing feels very hard. The excitement is gone. Hope feels weak. Effort feels heavy. You wake up and ask yourself, why am I still trying? This moment is dangerous because this is where many people give up on themselves. But this moment is also very important because this is where real change begins. Pain does not always mean something is wrong. Many times, pain means something is growing. Think about the body. When muscles grow, they feel pain. When the mind grows, it also feels pain. Growth stretches us. Stretching is uncomfortable. Strong people understand this. They do not run from pain. They listen to it. Pain is not saying, stop. Pain is saying, you are changing. Giving up stops the pain, but it also stops growth. One hard truth is this: the hardest phase often comes just before improvement. Many people quit too early, just before life starts changing. Why does this happen? Because progress is silent at first. You work, you try, you improve, but results do not appear quickly. This makes you feel like nothing is happening. You think, my effort is useless. But effort is never useless. It is building strength inside you that you cannot see yet. Strong people trust the process even when results are invisible. Another important truth is this: feelings lie. Discipline tells the truth. Feelings change every day. One day you feel motivated. The next day you feel tired. Another day you feel hopeless. If you listen only to feelings, you will quit often. Strong people do not follow feelings. They follow discipline. Discipline says, show up anyway. Do your part today. Feelings pass. Discipline stays. When you continue despite your feelings, you build mental strength. Quitting feels easy in the moment, but it hurts more in the long run. When you quit, you feel relief for a short time, But later, pain returns in a different form. Pain of regret, pain of self-doubt, pain of lost potential. Continuing is painful now, but quitting is painful forever. Strong people choose short-term pain over long-term regret. Every difficult day you survive builds confidence. Real confidence does not come from words or motivation. It comes from experience. When you survive a hard day and you do not quit, something powerful happens inside you. You prove to yourself, I can handle this. This proof is strong. It stays. Every hard day becomes evidence that you are stronger than you thought. Here is something many people do not realize. When pain feels high, you are often closer to change than you think. Life tests people before rewarding them. It asks a quiet question. Will you stay or will you leave? Those who stay are the ones who change their life. Those who leave never see what was possible. You also owe it to yourself to continue. Before anyone else believed in you, you believed in yourself. Before results came, you dreamed. Giving up on yourself means breaking that promise. You do not owe success to anyone, but you owe effort to yourself. Pain is not a stop sign. It is a signal of growth. As long as you continue, hope is alive. As long as you try, change is possible. And now comes the most important part. If belief is broken, how do we rebuild it? How do we stand up again after feeling tired and lost? That is what we will learn next. Chapter 4. How to rebuild belief in yourself and never quit. Again, belief in yourself is not something you are born with forever. It is something that can become weak, and it is something that can be rebuilt. Many people think, I lost my confidence. I lost my belief. I am broken. But this is not true. You are not broken. You are tired. And tired things can rest and become strong again. The first step to rebuilding belief is acceptance. You must accept where you are right now. Say to yourself, I am struggling. I feel weak. I feel lost. This is not failure. This is honesty. When you stop pretending and stop fighting reality, you create space for change. Awareness is strength. Acceptance is the ground where belief grows again. The second step is very important. Stop waiting to feel confident before you act. Many people say, when I believe in myself, I will start again. But belief does not come before action. Belief comes after action. When you take even one small action, your brain sees proof. Proof builds belief. Do something small today. Finish one task. Practice for 5 minutes. Keep one promise to yourself. Each small action sends a message to your mind. I can still move. That is how belief slowly returns. The way you talk to yourself matters more than you think. Your inner voice can heal you or hurt you. If you keep saying, I always fail, I am useless, your brain will accept it as truth. Strong people change their inner language. They say, I am learning. I am improving. I am not there yet. These words are not lies. They are growth words. In 2026 and beyond, you must become your own supporter, not your own enemy. Another powerful way to rebuild belief is to remember your past victories, not only your failures. When belief is low, the mind shows only negative memories. But this is incomplete. You have survived hard days before. You have solved problems before. You have learned things before. You must remind yourself of this. Memory controls belief. When you remember strength, belief grows. Say to yourself, I have done hard things before. I can do them again. Set small and realistic goals. Big emotional goals create pressure. Small goals create progress. Instead of saying, I will change my whole life, say, I will improve one thing today. Small wins rebuild belief faster than big promises. Progress creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Consistency is more important than belief. Some days you will feel strong. Some days you will feel weak. That is normal. Strong people continue on both days. They do not wait to feel ready. They show up anyway. If you stay consistent, belief will follow you. Your environment also matters. What you hear, what you watch, and who you listen to affects your belief. Protect your mind. Choose calm content. Choose learning. Choose silence sometimes. Stay away from voices that make you feel small. Belief grows in safe environments. And now remember this clearly. Giving up on yourself is not strength. Continuing is strength. Even slow progress is progress. Even rest is not quitting. Quitting is deciding you are finished. As long as you are trying, you have not failed. Now let me speak to you directly. If you are still watching this video, it means something inside you still wants to continue. That small voice matters. Listen to it. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to stay. If this message helped you, please like this video so more people can feel this support. Write a comment and tell me one small step you will take today. And subscribe to this channel, because here we learn calm English, strong thinking, and real-life growth step by step. Remember this final line and carry it with you. The world may give up on you, but you must never give up on yourself.